Min began editing at 9 at night and believed he needed only one more hour. A phone notification pulled him into an endless stream of short videos. A cup of coffee bought after dinner still sat on his desk. Bright ceiling lights made the room feel like daytime near midnight. Min worked until 1 in the morning because his sleepiness had temporarily faded. The alarm rang at 6:30, only a few hours after he closed his eyes. He woke with a heavy head, slow reactions, and repeated the snooze button. Min blamed work without seeing the role of his evening habits. In a meeting, he forgot a detail mentioned less than 5 minutes earlier. A simple question made Min more irritable than the situation deserved. On the weekend, he slept until noon trying to repay several short nights. But on Sunday night, his body did not want to sleep on schedule. Lan from his team noticed the cycle and asked how many hours he usually slept. Adults are generally recommended to get at least 7 hours of sleep each day. Consistent sleep and wake times help the body clock predict when rest is needed. A quiet, dark, cool, and comfortable bedroom also supports sleep. Turning off electronic devices at least 30 minutes before bed is a practical step. Caffeine late in the day or evening can make falling asleep more difficult. Large meals and alcohol near bedtime can also disturb sleep quality. Daytime activity and morning light help strengthen the sleep-wake rhythm. Min chose a fixed wake time because it was the easiest anchor to control. He stepped onto the balcony for morning light instead of opening his phone. At night, the phone charged outside the bedroom with notifications silenced. Min dimmed the home lights about an hour before bedtime. He replaced short videos with a paper book and a few minutes of preparation. The goal was not forcing sleep, but giving the body repeated cues. Min turned the clock away so he would not check every passing minute. He kept the room cool, reduced noise, and blocked street light with curtains. On the first night, Min still tossed and turned and thought the plan had failed. Lan reminded him that a months-long habit rarely changes in one night. Min still got up at the planned time instead of sleeping until noon. He avoided a long nap and did not sleep late in the afternoon. By the third day, natural sleepiness appeared closer to bedtime. In the morning, he remembered the meeting better and needed less coffee. The next weekend, Min changed his sleep and wake times only slightly. A late social invitation forced him to choose between perfection and flexibility. He joined for a while, left earlier than usual, and did not blame himself. One late night did not destroy the routine when he returned to schedule. Min did not sleep away the entire day, because that could disrupt the next night. Consistency mattered more than making every night perfectly controlled. A stressful week carried work thoughts into Min's bed. He wrote tomorrow's tasks on paper so his mind did not hold them all night. A few minutes of slow breathing helped him shift from work toward rest. Min kept relaxation simple instead of turning it into a complicated ritual. When neighbors were noisy, he used earplugs and closed the window instead of playing videos. The next morning, natural light again marked the start of the day. A short lunchtime walk gave Min activity without exercising near bedtime. He moved his final coffee to before noon. Min watched his energy instead of consuming caffeine automatically. If he needed a nap, he kept it brief and not too late. A rainy day made the apartment dark and tempted him to stay in bed. Min opened the curtains, moved gently, and began the day near his usual time. During a work trip, a new time zone and hotel room challenged his routine. He brought earplugs and eye mask and kept his familiar pre-sleep sequence. Bedtime was not identical to home, but familiar cues helped his body adapt. Min understood that travel required flexibility rather than minute-by-minute control. Lan warned that loud snoring with pauses or gasping should be medically evaluated. Persistent insomnia, severe daytime sleepiness, or impaired function also deserves professional help. Min did not self-medicate with sleep products based on an advertisement. He knew poor sleep can have causes that require medical assessment. One evening after work, Min realized he was too sleepy to drive safely. He called a ride and asked a friend to collect the car the next day. Sleepiness affects not only productivity but also reaction time and judgment. Safety became a stronger reason than any productivity goal. After 1 month, Min's sleep schedule was imperfect but clearly more stable. He woke near the same time without repeatedly snoozing. Morning light, walking, and regular meals gave rhythm to the day. Coffee became something to enjoy rather than a crutch for staying awake. In the evening, the large screen turned off before Min entered the bedroom. The phone stayed outside and no longer glowed beside his pillow. A thin book replaced endless scrolling. Curtains closed, lights dimmed, and the room became quiet. Min allowed enough time in his schedule for at least 7 hours of sleep. In the morning, he often woke before the alarm made its first sound. Not every night was easy, but he knew how to return to the routine. Better sleep grew from repeated small choices, not one secret trick. He stopped treating all-night work as proof of dedication. Evening boundaries made the next day safer and more effective. Min understood that rest is a biological need, not a reward after work. That night, the screen went dark on time and the room finally entered the night. The hot morning began when Lynn rushed outside and left her water bottle on the table. She bought only a large coffee and squeezed onto a crowded bus. Sunlight through the windows made the bus feel hot and airless. Lynn felt thirsty but told herself she could wait until lunch. During the first meeting, a dull headache began to appear. Her mouth felt dry, her voice roughened, and concentration became harder. In the restroom, Lynch noticed that her urine looked darker than usual. But she blamed the computer screen and kept working. Her coworker Hui placed water beside her and asked what she had drunk that morning. Lynn took several small sips and realized she had ignored thirst for too long. Water helps regulate temperature, carry nutrients, and support normal body functions. That does not mean everyone needs exactly the same amount of water each day. Needs vary with body size, weather, activity, pregnancy, illness, and diet. Some water also comes from food and other suitable beverages. But heat and activity increase water loss through sweat. Linge decided to drink regularly instead of waiting until she felt exhausted. She cleaned her bottle, filled it with safe water, and placed it beside the monitor. Lynn linked drinking water to familiar moments such as waking, meals, and breaks. The bottle stayed visible as a reminder without obsessive tracking. For variety, she added lemon slices instead of choosing a heavily sweetened drink. The next morning, Linge drank water with breakfast before leaving home. She carried the bottle on the bus and sipped throughout the ride. She did not force down a huge amount at once to compensate for the morning. Lighter urine can be a useful clue, but it is not a perfect measurement. At noon, Lynn walked outside while the temperature remained high. Sweat appeared quickly, reminding her that the body was losing water and salts. She drank more water, rested in shade, and slowed down instead of pushing through. The goal was steady replacement, not excessive drinking in a short time. Headache, nausea, dizziness, weakness, and intense thirst can signal heat exhaustion. Confusion, fainting, or very high body temperature should be treated as an emergency. Hai noted that some people with heart or kidney conditions may be told to limit fluids. Personal medical guidance matters more than a universal number found online. The team began replacing one daily soda with plain water. They placed a water pitcher near the break area to make the healthy choice convenient. Lynn ate water-rich fruit, but new food did not replace all drinking needs. A bowl of soup at lunch also contributed fluid to the day's total. After several days, her afternoon headaches appeared less often. She felt more alert, but did not treat water as a cure for every problem. Sleep, meals, and stress could still affect energy and concentration. Healthy habits work best when they support one another. Another morning, Lynn forgot the bottle again while handling an urgent call. Instead of giving up, she used a cup at the office water station. She set gentle reminders for mid-morning and mid-afternoon. The reminders supported the habit without turning hydration into a competition. Before going outside, Lynn checked the temperature and carried water for the trip. She drank before the trip, during a break, and again after returning. When she felt unusually hot, she sought shade instead of relying only on water. Rest and cooling are important parts of preventing heat illness. Lynn shared her experience with her mother without imposing the same liter target. Older adults may feel thirst less clearly and need extra attention during hot weather. Each person should consider thirst, activity, weather, and personal medical guidance. The 8-glass rule is memorable, but it is not an exact requirement for everyone. Plain water is often the simplest choice, while heavily sweetened drinks should be limited. In the evening, Lynch drank enough without chasing a large target just before bed. She learned that balance was better than swinging from too little to too much. One afternoon, a power outage stopped the office air conditioning. The temperature rose quickly, and the team moved to a better ventilated area. They shared water, reduced activity, and watched one another for warning signs. Lynn understood that drinking water was only one part of a heat response plan. A coworker suddenly became dizzy, weak, and nauseated after moving equipment. The team stopped work, moved him to a cool place, and loosened his jacket. They offered small sips only while he was alert and able to swallow safely. When symptoms did not improve quickly, they called for medical help instead of waiting. Afterward, Lynn built a simple routine she could maintain long-term. She cleaned the bottle regularly so water did not collect odors or residue. She used safe water sources and did not share the bottle mouthpiece. Thirst, dry mouth, fatigue, and darker urine became signals she knew to notice. Each morning, a glass of water appeared beside breakfast instead of being forgotten. Lynn no longer waited for a headache before remembering to drink. She chose water with lunch while still enjoying other drinks reasonably. During heat forecasts, she carried extra water and planned cooling breaks. Thirst became a useful reminder instead of something to ignore. Lynn explained that no single perfect number fits every body. The key is regular drinking, awareness of conditions, and help for severe symptoms. Lynn also understood that water cannot replace meals or medical treatment during illness. If vomiting or diarrhea persisted, she would ask a health professional about appropriate rehydration. At day's end, some water remained because she did not force herself to finish it. She went home alert, knowing a small habit could prevent a difficult day. Lynn's story was not about drinking the most, but drinking sensibly at the right times. The next morning, the bottle stood beside her keys so it would not be forgotten.